A common resident of top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap, Cardano has struck a chord with many in the cryptoverse. With smart contracts implementations, proof-of-stake model practice, and hundreds of new DeFi projects, NFTs, and apps set to be launched on the Cardano blockchain. In this video, we will take a look at what Cardano is and the top 4 projects that we think you should look into. If you like to stay updated to all things crypto, make sure you click on that subscribe button and turn on the notification. Cardano is a crypto project founded back in 2015 by the co-founder of Ethereum, Charles Hoskinson. The Cardano Foundation oversees this project, which is being developed by multiple firms commissioned for this sort of work. Input Output Hong Kong, IOHK, and Emergo are two of the most important firms involved in the development of Cardano. While IOHK is primarily concerned with Cardano research and development, Emergo is concerned with forming relationships that will aid the Cardano ecosystem's growth. Cardano is a proof-of-stake, POS blockchain, which means it does not need mining. Its transactions are instead validated by validators who stake ADA. Interestingly, Cardano utilizes a programming language called Haskell instead of Solidity, something which isn't widely used in the crypto world. Cardano's vision is to become more adaptable, sustainable, and rapid as a unified ecosystem. Continuous development has made it feasible for projects to build on it, a blockchain which is touted to be more secure and resilient. Here, we will take a look at some of the interesting projects building in Cardano. Minswap is a Cardano-based decentralized exchange that offers consumers a low-cost switching solution with the finest experience. Minswap is a breath of fresh air in the Cardano ecosystem, with a unique idea and a novel token distribution technique. This project implements a multi-function liquidity pool based on these 4 AMM principles: constant product pool by Uniswap, stable pool by Curve, multi-asset pool by Balancer, dynamic pool by Kyber. If someone has a better concept for integrating new AMM protocols, the community will vote on it, analyzing the concept before approving it. Minswap has a utility and governance token called Min, which allows people to engage in DeFi goods on the platform. Users can pay transaction costs in various tokens rather than ADA with their Babel fee mechanism. This implies that stake pool operators, SPOs, will pay the charge in ADA and will get the paid tokens. In the future, the Cardano blockchain will support this capability, and as a result, traders will not need to retain ADA. There are currently just 2 ways to obtain Min tokens. Join Minswap for their liquidity bootstrapping event, LBE. Swap on DEX that presently exchange Minswap tokens. Minswap seeks to implement various DeFi products on the platform, in addition to the core functionalities of a DEX, among which are fair distribution via the FISO program, which allows users to stake ADA in Minswap partners' stake pools, and instead of ADA payouts, they will get Min tokens. Yield farming, launch pool, community and governance, Ethereum or ERC20 compatibility. SundaeSwap is a decentralized exchange based on Cardano still in its early stages. It will function similarly to Uniswap on the Cardano blockchain. SundaeSwap allows anybody to trade, stake, and lend tokens. SundaeSwap raised $1.3 million in a seed round headed by Alameda Research, C Fund, and Double Peak Group. SundaeSwap's governance token is called Sundae, which is used to represent voting power in the SundaeSwap DAO. SundaeSwap stands out because it employs a constant product pool concept, which improves trading efficiency. SundaeSwap employs a SundaeSwap Pool Factory token to conduct swaps, which, when combined with a minting strategy, assures that asset combinations are unique. This prevents liquidity dilution and bad slippage. The team, on the other hand, explained the issue of concurrency in relation to the EUTXO paradigm, offering 3 possible solutions: to build a DEX without a single liquidity pool, to utilize an order book approach, to employ a hybrid exchange architecture. The SundaeSwap protocol is based on a decentralized, permissionless system. This indicates that the protocol is accessible for public usage with no limits on who can use it. You may add and withdraw liquidity from a pool and trade coins as long as you have a Cardano wallet and internet connectivity. In terms of technology, SundaeSwap is similar to a Uniswap v2 fork. The Cardano blockchain underpins the SundaeSwap platform. As a result, it inherits the blockchain's benefits, such as minimal transaction costs and fast transaction speeds. A swap on SundaeSwap now takes a few seconds to execute. Since Cardano has implemented its scaling solutions, the speed is likely to improve. MuesliSwap, like its other food-themed peers, PancakeSwap and SushiSwap, is another AMM on Cardano. It can interface with both the Cardano and Smart Bitcoin Cash blockchains because it runs on both of them. MuesliSwap, unlike other DEXs, uses an order book approach akin to CEX. This makes sense since, because of high gas rates, utilizing an order book on Ethereum is very difficult. ETH is only suitable for high-volume trading, otherwise a Layer 2 protocol should be used. 2 fees are locked into a smart contract whenever an order is placed on MuesliSwap DEX. The first charge serves as a deposit or collateral. The second fee is intended to reward decentralized matchmakers. Both fees are reimbursed if the user cancels the trade later or if the transactions fail. The Milk token, like the Cake token on PancakeSwap, is a governance token that can be utilized throughout the DEX. Holders of Milk can gain access to exclusive features, voting rights, staking, and early access to MuesliSwap's launchpad, MuesliPad. On top of it all, these are some interesting features on MuesliSwap that distinguishes them from different projects. Unlike Ethereum smart contracts, which are based on the account-based transaction model, MuesliSwap is constructed using the EUTXO paradigm. Limit orders are being developed. Developers talked about how they went from a centralized order book paradigm to a decentralized order book model. Developers can create a decentralized exchange by taking control away from an order matchmaker and instead of distributing it among a collection of matchmakers. In some ways, this allows one matchmaker to keep a watch on the other, preventing any malevolent or unfair behavior. Using game theory to solve problems. The creators have opted to use game theory to solve the problem of matchmakers being incentivized to maximize individual profit, encouraging self-regulation on the platform. ADAX is a decentralized and non-custodial automated liquidity mechanism that supports trading inside the Cardano ecosystem. ADAX was created without order books in order to shorten network transactions and lower transaction costs, as opposed to the often slow and costly transactions faced on POW blockchain, like the current version of Ethereum. So, what makes ADAX stand out? ADAX aims to solve problems concerning 3 issues: markets, liquidities, and fees. With the use of Cardano ERC20 converter, token issuers that want to migrate their tokens to Cardano and their users can migrate their ERC20 tokens to the Cardano network. The dynamically fluctuating ratios of the existing liquidity pools are a problem because liquidity providers receive a share directly proportional to the volume they supply to the pool. Hence, they have an incentive to offer liquidity to low-volume assets in exchange for bigger incentives. Unfortunately, in most circumstances, this is insufficient compensation because impermanent loss is common in low-volume assets, which implies that it is not always worth the risk and/or reward for liquidity providers. ADAX is working on a new model that will address these issues. ADAX also adopts a novel fee model where all fees go straight to liquidity pools and there are no platform fees. 0.3% swap fee distribution, 0.175% for the taker, 0.125% for the maker. We hope you found this video extremely helpful. If so, do hit that like button and subscribe. Do you know of any other projects that are noteworthy? Leave them in the comments below and let's educate each other.